Hi, Grandma.
I love the view.
Grandma, I'm making a video.
What?
I'm making a video.
Oh, it disappeared. It's all right.
In today's video, we are going to discuss apartment hunting in New York City. I am moving September 1st. I've been looking at apartments probably since March or April just to kind of get an idea of the market based on the amenities and things I want. My tops, my apartment tops. I wanted to stay in Brooklyn. That is priority numero uno, numero zero. Like that's literally the top of the list. I wasn't leaving Brooklyn, period. Decent sunlight, either west or south facing windows, preferably. East is also okay. East, west, or south facing windows. I just didn't want north facing windows. I have a tropical birds of paradise plant that needs a lot of sun, so I needed something to accommodate my baby. Space. I wanted floor plans to feel relatively open. I wanted some space. I really wanted to be within a 10 or 15 minute walk of Prospect Park. That's been a big for me. I currently live in Bed-Stuy. I love Bed-Stuy. I was born here. I was raised here for half of my life before living in Georgia. It's home to me, and it will always be home to me. But I wanted access to a very big green space. So really there's Fort Greene Park and there's Prospect Park. That's pretty much the two big parks you have here in this borough. And as much as I love Fort Greene Park, it's not nearly as big as Prospect Park, and it's a lot more expensive to live in that area for the amount of square footage that you actually have access to. One thing about New York City is they really try to skimp you on the living space, and I really didn't want to be skimped. I don't want to have to compromise on certain things that I want, certain things that make me comfortable, certain things that bring me happiness. That adds to your mental stability. That's your sanity. I wanted just some breathing room. We need 2 bedrooms because I need to have my own personal office studio space. Especially with quarantine, it really showed me the importance of having a work area outside of my bedroom, outside of my living room. First, we'll go through all, I think we saw 5 apartments in total. Let's get into the video. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. To number 2. Hello everyone, I hope you can hear me with this mask on. I am on the way to see the second apartment of our search. I'm excited because it's on a south facing block. the listing and the apartment are not even the same. The kitchen and the bathroom in the listing are completely different kitchen and bathroom. I'm like, dude, who were you trying to G with this? So that was quickly a dub. All right, apartment number 3. I really loved as a block. I thought it was super cute, super residential. It had a lot of trees. It was beautiful, guys. Apartment itself, super updated. It had stainless steel appliances. The bathroom, it had this huge stand-up shower. It had exposed brick in the apartment. It had pretty decent lighting, but it's on the first floor, which is kind of a no for me. And it was very tight. Like, how can I fit my furniture into this place happily? So apartment number 4, we actually really liked. The staircase was a bit narrow for the apartment building itself, but once we walked into the space, it felt pretty open. The bedrooms were decent size. The closet was kind of cool. The bathroom was enough space. There was no windows in the living room, but outside of that, it was a good spot. It was a good option. It was also 1 block away from the park. You really can't beat 1 block away from the park. So yeah, we really thought like, this might be the one, until we saw apartment number 5, guys.
Hey, Sean. Hello. Welcome. This is a bedroom, Reggie.
God, so much potential. The space is freaking immaculate. Like, to get this much space in New York City in a 2-bedroom, you know, when you walk into a space and it just like feels right, like it just feels, it's something in your intuition, something in your gut that you can't really verbalize because you feel it. It's a feeling. And we went in that space and we were both like, this is it. This is the one. We don't want to keep looking. We don't want to risk losing this. This is it. This is the one. Like, we do want to be willing to be flexible, be willing to adapt, be willing to adjust, be willing to sacrifice to really get what you truly want. You'll get a lot of disappointments in the places you'll see. You'll get rejection potentially in places that you love. So you have to stay dedicated. You have to stay resilient. It's very, 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 very important to trust yourself, to not be sold into something that your gut is telling you is not right, not to settle for something that your intuition is saying, no, this is not for you. When your gut is saying go for it, to actually go for it and not talk yourself out of it. I just want to speak differently. I would like to encourage all of you to speak differently, and it really helped this apartment process for me. It helped my boyfriend and I claim what we wanted, claim what we felt was rightfully ours, claim what we felt we've sacrificed for, what we've worked hard towards. Like, we are deserving of this. We deserve every single thing that we are getting in life, good and bad, because they're only going to build us into the people that we are. If you guys have any questions, hi Grandma. There's my grandma making a feature. Hey, Grandma, you're just in my video. Grandma, I'm making a video.
I love the view.
Grandma, I'm making a video.
What?
I'm making a video.
Oh. Oh, shit. Sorry, honey, I didn't know.
It's okay. I love
Okay,
you.
what love you?
Okay.
Disappear.
But yeah, you guys, if you have any questions, please let me know and I can try to answer it in another video. I will leave websites below for where I go to look for apartments, but I use Craigslist. I use Street Easy. Street Easy I love because you can really specify what train you want to be next to. Hot Pads is another great one, and Nooklin and Naked. Those are the 5 resources we use, but the most was Craigslist, Street Easy, and Hot Pads. Those were our top 3. But I will link all of those below in case you are trying to find your own apartment and you don't want a roommate situation. That's all I can give you advice on, because when it came to finding my other apartment and my roommate, that's a whole other story. If you want, you know, more details on finding your own apartment when you can't afford to live alone and you have to have roommates and how that process is, I can dive into that if you would like. But yeah, this is the start of our journey. So now that you see the apartment we got, I can't wait to take you on the journey of moving in, packing, moving out, and really just setting up the space and making it ours. We're going to do fresh paint. We're going to do a deep clean. I don't want to ramble too hard, so peace out, guys. Until next time, bye.